Hey crafters, it's Leo with Dreaming Tree, and today we're making an adorable little bride-themed favor that's perfect for wedding showers or thoughtful bridesmaid gifts. It's small, elegant, and just the right size for something meaningful tucked inside. You could slip in a delicate necklace, a pair of earrings, a handwritten note, a gift card for coffee, or even a tiny vial of perfume. It's a lovely way to present something special in a way that feels intentional and personal. Let's get started. So I think the intro for this is probably going to be longer than the actual assembly. And that's because, well, we're making a favor. We want it to go together quick. Your machine is going to be doing most of the work. And here is the main part of the design. Now, by the way, in your extras folder, you're going to find another version of this where the cutout actually kind of goes out a little bit further. It's an optional little touch, or it's just another option, I guess you could say, that you can use. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take this little silhouette of the lady and we're going to double it up. So we're going to glue two of these on top of each other, and then the way that this thing works is we're actually going to keep this thing closed with just a little bit of ribbon. Okay, I guess you could glue it if you want, but I wouldn't want you to ruin it. You want your recipient to be able to open it, obviously. So just make sure that you're going to grab, I think it's just 1/4 inch ribbon. So glue that right on top of itself and do the same thing with the other one. And then you'll notice that there are a series of little markers on this piece, and that is just to help you with the placement on the actual dress portion of our little favor. And I will show you how that works in just a moment. But let's first take care of this. That's that. Okay. And you can see here, there's a set of little markers, and that's just going to get glued right here like so. Just want to kind of get it up to the point where those little markers are covered up. Okay. So what I would do is I would just put glue on the inside of this down to about there and then line it up. You want to pretty much line it up so that those little markers are hidden. You also want to make sure that it's lined up correctly. I can see a little bit of that pink was popping out over there. You can put this down flat to press it in place. Okay, that looks good. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So if you're making these for your bridesmaids or whatever it may be, it's just going to go super quick. And again, it's the perfect little size for something small, earrings, necklace, whatever it may be. Okay, so you can see it's going to go together like this. And we're going to keep it kind of together with just a little bit of ribbon right there. And then on the inside, we have a little compartment. It's made up of this little box, which we need to glue together. So again, it's going to go real quick. You can easily make up, what's the average size of a bridal party these days? I mean, at least 3, I've seen some parties with a lot more, but either way, relatively quick. Now, I'm demonstrating this using, it's not snowy white, it's alabaster. It's the color of the cardstock, just because it glues together a lot quicker. I actually did another one out of glitter, and I had to get the hot glue gun out because gluing that glitter piece to itself was quite the process, meaning it just took a long time for it to dry, no matter how long I held it there. So if you are going to use a glitter paper for the little compartment, I highly recommend getting your hot glue gun out. And with this here, all we're doing is just gluing the 4 tabs to the inside of the box, and then this last tab here, I'm just gonna use a scrap piece of paper to glue or to apply the glue to this tab, just so I don't force this thing apart accidentally, and then close it up like so. Okay. So there's your little compartment. Super easy. I'm going to take this out for a second. And I definitely had to use hot glue for this. But what we're going to do next is take this and simply glue it to the base. But the way this is going to work then, you're going to glue this to the base, and we're going to close it up like this. Okay, you can see how the dress kind of bows out a little bit. You have some nice, there's a little bit of shadow poking in there as well. And then the reason I filled this in with some fill was just to kind of fill in this top part here with a little bit of white so it's not so blatant there with that gap. I didn't want to bring it up too. If we brought it up any higher, the opening would have had to have been a lot smaller, so we don't want to do that. But once that hot glue gun gets heated up, I'm going to put some here, get this nice and centered, okay? So that's going to get glued into place, and then you're going to grab your ribbon, and I think I'm just going to go with a white. This is 1/4 inch. Make sure you have a nice pair of scissors, fabric scissors preferably. Mine are all beat up. Okay, just pretend that that's already glued down, and then you can do it either way. You can do the bow up in front or in the back, whichever way you want to do it. Just slide that back there, or you can just tuck it under. That works too. And then tie a gentle little knot back there. Okay, so I've got my little bow tied there. You can just kind of fluff this around a little bit until it looks nice and symmetrical and pretty, and then obviously we'll just trim the tail at some point, probably right about there. We don't need it too long. I'm going to find my other set of scissors before I do that, because I want to make sure that it cuts nicely. When your favor is ready to go, just got to tuck in that little fill, and voila, super quick, super simple. And that is going to do it for this one. So like I said, that intro took a lot longer than the actual assembly, but that's exactly what we need for something like this. And that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please take a moment, visit us on our YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for this content, you'll find it over at Creative Fabrica, where you can purchase it individually, or for $47 a year, gain access to over 1,200 of our 3D paper projects, as well as a million other assets, including fonts, graphics, pattern papers, etc., etc. But that's going to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, we look forward to crafting with you again.